We look at faithfulness. Some people think it's only men that can be unfaithful. Unfaithfulness can be from a man or a woman. But there's a scripture in Proverbs 20 verse 6 says, many a man proclaims his steadfast love, like a man can profess, oh, I love you, I love you. But it says, but a faithful man who can find? Some people think it's okay for men to cheat, but it's not okay. And we still have men who are faithful. And if you are one of them, God bless you and continue to empower you. And if you haven't been, today receive fresh grace to be faithful to your spouse. So a faithful man who can find? Proverbs 28:28 says, a faithful man will abound with blessings. So there's the blessing for the men who and women who are faithful. Now, one of the things that can crop up quite easily in marriages is unfaithfulness, and it may not be outright unfaithfulness. You know, some people are quite careful, so they might not go out. But then sometimes we have cheating in terms of emotional cheating. And I'll just look at, a reference to a dictionary definition of emotional cheating, and it says that emotional cheating occurs when a person is in a committed relationship, forms a deep emotional connection with a third party. They're sharing their thoughts with that person, their feelings, they're intimate, looking up to them for intimate support in a way that mimics a romantic relationship. You may not have physical or sexual contact, but the key here is that there are deep emotional connections. Then there's secrecy and deception. Sometimes persons running or going away from where their spouse is to pick up the calls. There's a lot of emotional investment. There's a lot of focus on the third party outside the person you're married to. Sometimes there's secrecy, and then it starts leading to decreased intimacy with your actual person you're supposed to be in a relationship with, your actual wife or your husband, and then you start forming emotional distance with them, and it's quite damaging. Now, the scripture says that you shall not convert your neighbor's house in Exodus 20 verse 17. It also says don't convert your neighbor's wife or husband. And if you're married, you're supposed to be faithful to your spouse. And there's another form of unfaithfulness. Sometimes people don't go out right there, but sometimes lust as well. Now, the scripture says that Jesus was speaking in Matthew 5:28. He says, I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. And that means, just like a woman as well, you can look at a man with lustful intent, and to God, you've already committed adultery, and that's unfaithfulness. So we need to check these things and let God, by His Spirit, help us to deal with all of these. Unfaithfulness is not part of the fruit of the Spirit. If we yield our members to Christ, to the Spirit, the desires for the things of the flesh will die. And